Good morning. Welcome to 4x8 Paper Stuff. This is Beth. We're in our October daily, day 16. I'm a day ahead. I don't know how that happened, but I am. If you watched my video yesterday, you saw part of this already in the background because I filmed day before yesterday. And I have to cover up the ink that came through from that day, from the 15th day. So I'm going through and getting some old paper and craft paper and trying to just come up with a background. And guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to stamp again, just like I did yesterday. And today the prompts are mythology and compass. So I have, because I love maps, I happen to have a couple compass stamps, and I make my background with a bunch of different compass stamps, 3 I think. And then I do a picture of Poseidon's wife in mythology. And I can't remember her name, but I think it started with an A. And that's because I'm at the beach while you're watching this, and in between the video yesterday and today's video, even though they're both done on the same day, half an hour behind, my dog chewed my pumpkin. Yeah. I made both of them today so that there isn't a gap in coverage, and not that I felt pressured, I just decided to go ahead and do it. I was in the groove. But I'm stamping here all my different compasses and compass directions and things like that, stamps that I have. Some of them take a little bit more help than others. But this is a fun way to do things, and this is not what... Oh, and I found out who that lady is. Keely, Keely Reichman. I think it's like Reichman, and I happen to have ordered a couple more things from her because I went through all of my old Etsy orders finally and found her. I did that a while back and I couldn't find it, but I don't know what happened. But thus Etsy that day wasn't working right in your search for old orders, so I found it. She has a couple new things, so I ordered them, and they're all her own drawings and everything. And I just love how she did the monsters, and they're cute, but Halloween at the same time. So anyhow, and I think that grouping is called the Frankenstein, or Dr. Frankenstein. Anyhow, that is a mask of the woman that is supposedly Poseidon's wife in ancient mythology lore, Lore. So we used her, and then I glued her down, and then I'm like, nah, I didn't like where I was going, so I got my dictionary out again, and got a compass, and then I looked at mythology. In a few minutes, I'll look at mythology. And I keep having to check my list because I think I'm confused. But I stay confused. Anyhow, I found mythology and compass and put those in there. And then I was looking for, in this little encyclopedia book, to see if I could find a mythology. And I even looked under, but it doesn't have a category like that. And I even looked under ancient Romans, to see if they had anything about Roman mythology, and they didn't. So anyhow, have Roman things, Colosseums and that kind of stuff, and gladiators, but no mythology. So anyhow, I have these, and now I'm not so sure what I'm going to do with them, but I went and got another green and yellow background that happened to be in the container next to me, pulled off that lady, Poseidon's wife, and kind of doing a tiny little mini cluster with all 3 of them, and trying to make that work and bring the green in to kind of offset the green and the copper, the aged copper look of her mask also. It just happened to be that these 2 days had aged copper. Maybe I'm going to be aged copper. I don't know. Anyhow. So yeah, I'm at the beach by the time you see this. By the time you saw yesterday's, I'm at the beach. But there will not be a gap in coverage. So I have the compass thing going, and I have the mythology thing going here. Not so sure I like any of this, but I love the background. So anyhow, I go with it. It is what it is. Some days you don't like them. They're not your favorites. Other days they are. I wish it was the compass with the helmets because I had 4 helmets and I was going to do north, south, east, and west with the helmets, but that didn't work for today. So I add a little silver Stabilo to the edge to kind of give it a shadow and get that a tiny bit wet, and the ink gets a little wet, so it all kind of mushes and mushes together, I guess. Technical term, mush. Anyhow, so I kind of like this now that I'm looking at it again, but oh well, it's okay. They all look good together in the end. I know that. So thanks for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.